Praise the Lord, everybody. So glad to be with you again today. I hope that you are doing wonderful today. Today, I'm here by request. A viewer named Blessed Sedes, and I hope I'm saying this person's name correctly, wanted me to share another excerpt from the book. And so today I'm going to read from chapter 1 titled Silly Woman Defined. And so I hope you enjoyed this excerpt. The cheating continued, and I acted a pure fool because of it. I cut and burned up his clothes in the backyard after seeing waiting to exhale. I threatened to bust one of his mistresses over the head with a hot pot of coffee after showing up on his job unexpectedly. In my rage of trying to hurt this woman, I accidentally slammed his boss between the door and the wall. This woman looked like a deer caught in headlights when she saw me coming toward her. After the dust settled, I found out that she truly did not know that he was a married man. She apologized profusely and informed me that she was a divorcee herself due to her husband's infidelity. She was a born-again Christian, a preacher's daughter, and would never knowingly do this to another woman. Then she confronted him concerning his line about not having a wife and made it clear to him that she would never see him again. True to her word, she never saw him again. We would cross paths from time to time, and each time she would ask me if I left him yet. The last time I saw her was at the mall. She remarried and had a beautiful baby. She asked me had I finally left him. I gave her the great news that I had divorced him and moved on with my life. She was very happy for me. I found out he had another mistress and that he was seeing all three of us at the same time. One night I decided I was going to find him. I did not know exactly which apartment door was hers, but I was determined to find out. My cousin happened to see me walking this particular night and asked where I was going. I told him and he drove me to the place where I thought it might be around the corner. I knocked on the door assuming it was her apartment and she answered. When she saw me, she slammed the door in my face. I figured she ran to go get him. Sure enough, he appears at the door asking me what I was doing there. I told him I was tired of his mess, and he walked me out of the hallway to the front of the apartment building. He told me to go home and stop causing trouble. I heatedly told him no. He told me to go home again, and he went to shove me. I turned around and stabbed him 3 times in the chest with a steak knife. By the grace and mercy of God, and I do mean the grace and mercy of God, it did not penetrate. It did not penetrate at all. No, none of those 3 times. He went to strike me, and my cousin jumped out of his car and warned him not to put his hands on me. The foolishness did not end there. He broke my television one night with a bat after an intense argument. With that same bat, I hit him in the arm on a different night after he came home from his mistress wanting to argue. He could not use that arm for several weeks. It was just a hot mess. I cut my hair short to spite him. I cried and begged him to stay. And when that did not work, I tried to kill him again. I wanted to make him suffer for all the pain and humiliation I felt. One night, I tied a rope around his neck while he was asleep and wrapped the ends of the rope around my hands, as you would do when you turn double dutch. When he woke up, he saw me squatting over him, looking out of my mind. The more he gasped for air, the tighter I pulled. While choking him, I heard the Lord say, "Teresa, let him go." I told the Lord no. He said it again, "Teresa, let him go." There was something different about his voice this time, and I knew he was not playing with me. I released the rope from my hands and jumped off the bed. He never slept in the same bed with me again. He slept on the floor, facing me at all times. Well, this was from chapter 1, Silly Woman Defined, from my book, Silly Woman, That Ain't Your Husband. Please go out and get this book. This book will be a blessing if you are going through a separation, going through a divorce, if you are dating, or if you are waiting on the Lord to bless you with your husband, anything that has to do with a man. It is in this book, and this book will bless your life. God touched me to write this book, and I obeyed him and did it. I encourage you, even if you don't need the book for yourself, if you don't need it for yourself and you're happily married, I know there's someone around you in your life, some woman who really needs to get this book. I promise you, they will be blessed by this book. They will be encouraged by this book. So go out and get Silly Woman, That Ain't Your Husband. It's available on Amazon.com and on Lulu, LULU.com. Thank you for allowing me to just share my life with you. And until next time, God bless you. And I love you with the love of the Lord.